Hi, my name is Tia at Love Hair Salon, and I'm going to be installing a synthetic lace frontal unit today. Next, I'm going to make sure that all her baby hairs, all of her edges are slicked back. And to do that, we're going to use the infamous Got To Be Glued Hair Gel, the black tube, which is amazing. I'm just going to put this cap on and then just slide it back so that it helps to pull all the baby hairs back even more. And I'm going to slide it back a little bit past her edges. Beautiful. Like, what would you consider this? Like a lilac, right? Like 22 inches. It's got this loose wave to it. So to make it look natural, you want to be able to kind of see through the lace in the front, because most natural hairlines are not really thick and dense. Once again, it's a synthetic piece, so you can't go super high with the heat on this.
How much is that like?
So this one, I would say probably it's like 200 degrees is where I have it at. You really don't know what it's going to look like until you put it on. But the lace comes in all different tones, from transparent, to light brown, dark brown. And this is pretty consistent with her skin. Do what looks right when you put it on. You have to look and see what's going on when you put the unit on. So each client's going to need something different. No two installs are the same. The client's head shape, forehead size, skin tone. So this color is pretty consistent with her skin tone. I don't feel like I need to put any makeup on that. If there's no need to put makeup on, don't put makeup on, because the makeup a lot of times will make it look cakey and make it look more fake. There are some products out there now, like lace tint products and stuff like that, that you can spray on to get your perfect match. If you're gonna spray it, you're gonna spray it on the underneath side of the unit. Don't spray it on top of the unit, just lightly mist it under the unit. You could also, one of my favorite things to use is contour palettes. Contour palettes normally have more of an ashier tone to them. Some people use concealer. Concealer is really not my favorite, because concealers, foundations, things like that can turn a little warm. They don't look like it. It looks like it matches your client's skin, and then you put it on and their roots are orange. So it looks so beautiful. First, and I'm gonna cut around her ears. So a lot of people get a little disturbed when you go to cut around the ears, because they go, oh my goodness, you're cutting some of the hair. Well, that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to cut some of the hair. You got to get that perfect fit, so that if she wants to tuck her hair behind her ears, she can. And nowadays with wearing the mask, or if they wear glasses or something like that, it's extra important that you have a great fit around the ears. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to roll back this lace. Clean the hairline really good. If you can find 90% alcohol, use 90% alcohol. And you're just gonna clean that hairline really good. This is super important, because nobody wants their lace coming up as they're like out for the day, When you put it on, you really want it on, you're good. But this Got To Be Glued Hair Gel is like life. This is everything. This is the amount I'm starting with, and I'm just gonna rub it right across her forehead. Cherise actually has an amazing head for lace frontals, because like myself, she has a lot of forehead space. I didn't say big forehead, but she does. And the nice thing about having a larger forehead when you're doing a lace install is that you don't have to worry about getting any of the product really on the hair, on her natural hair. And that's especially a concern when you're working with lace glue. You don't want to get lace glue on the client's natural hair. I don't let this Got To Be Glued Hair Gel sit for too long before I pull the unit down. Still have it a little wet. I don't want it oozing through the lace, but I do like it a little wet. I used to always cut my lace off before I did this, but I've been doing it like this for a while now, and I really like having that lace on. And I don't think we're gonna go for the baby hair effect today. I'm thinking the way this hairline is looking, I don't think we're gonna really do this. You look like a superhero, Sharif. All right, so now what I'm gonna use, you can use anything you want. It has to be tight, it needs to be elastic. This actually is a wig band that goes underneath wigs to hold it. It's actually been working really, really good for me to put over the hairline to seal. It's got a little piece of Velcro on there and it gets nice and tight. With the human hair, the clients are gonna be leaving the unit on for a while. This is the point where I would now go through, take all these clips out and stitch the unit. Just a regular weaving, needle and thread. And you use whatever color thread you want. I happen to be using blonde today, but you use whatever you want. So I went right through the cornrow and I'm gonna go around the entire perimeter of the head sewing like this. If you're gonna be doing partings in the front, most clients that get lace frontal units, they wanna be able to part it wherever, which is something you can do with a lace frontal unit. So just be careful with where you're stitching when it comes to the front of the hair, because you know, you don't want your client to part their hair and boom, you got a big, you know, piece of thread showing. But I'm not gonna put her under the dryer. I'm just gonna have her sit here and chill out for the 15 to 20 minutes, but you want to really leave it on there long enough for it to be like firm and hard. The client should feel it like suction to their head. If they don't feel that suction feeling, if you feel like a little tackiness or wetness, you need to reapply that band. Kind of doing an in and out motion with it. Some cut straight across. I'm just doing a little in and out motion. I'm coming right up to the hairline, like I said, with no lace being left. But if I'm doing a little baby hair, I don't have a problem with leaving like a tiny bit of lace in certain areas. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of this gel on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna go in with my rat tail comb and just tap into that just a little, like almost nothing. Lift it and just like apply under. It's tedious work to do these lace units. It's not something you can just slap on the client's head, or that you know, every install you do is gonna be the same. Every single install you do is gonna be different. Every single install. From the hairline to the color of the lace that the client bought in or the one that you're supplying, it's all different. You gotta really get creative with these things and you gotta really take your time. And when you get them right, oh my goodness, it's like for everything. I need this color so bad. This is supposed to be my summer color. I like to use olive oil, like regular olive oil. Really? That's what I use. So I just use like regular olive oil and I'll just like douse it in olive oil. And to me it gives like the perfect wet look. And it's a wet look that'll hold, like it'll stay looking wet all day. Actually for days it'll hold that same look.